You are now unmuted.
Okay, so am I audible to everyone? Yes or no? So you can write in chat also, I think, and then you can unmute. Okay, so I can write here also. Am I audible to everyone? Okay, so good evening, everyone. So let us start. Present. So in the last class, I said you to solve exercises 1.1 and 1.2. So first of all, tell me, have you tried or not? And then you tell me what is your, what are your doubts? Okay, 1.1 you have done. 1.2 started, or someone, few of you have not started. Okay, so please do it quickly, right? तो तुम लोग ना इंस्टॉलमेंट में काम करते हो, तो इतना मुश्किल तो था नहीं. ओके, ठीक है. सो जिन लोगों का बाकी रह गया है वो लोग आज कंप्लीट कर लेना 1.2. और अभी 1.1 में किसी को डाउट है, जिन लोगों ने कर लिया है यू कैन आस्क. या 1.2 जिन्होंने स्टार्ट किया है या अगर कंप्लीट किया है, तो डाउट है तो यू कैन आस्क 1.1. 1.2 में से कोई भी डाउट है तो पूछो. अदरवाइज हम लोग स्टार्ट करते हैं आगे. डबल इक्विवेलेंस बताओ ना प्लीज एक बार. डबल इक्विवेलेंस और डबल इम्प्लाइज, डबल इम्प्लीकेशन है ना. डबल इम्प्लीकेशन और डबल इम्प्लाइज. ओके, सो डबल इम्प्लाइज में नोटेशन पहले भी देखे होंगे. जैसे ये नोटेशन जो स्क्रीन पे तुम्हें दिख रहा होगा, दिस इज इफ एंड ओनली इफ. ये वर्ड हम अक्सर यूज करते हैं. आई डबल एफ या पूरा लिखेंगे तो इफ एंड ओनली इफ एंड ओनली इफ. सो चलो इसको एक बार डिस्कस कर लेते हैं. देन यू हैव टू रिमेंबर द रूल्स. एक्चुअली मेनली क्या है, ट्रूथ टेबल का रूल तुम्हें याद रखना है ना. ओके, जैसे देखो, मैं यहाँ आता हूँ. तो इफ़ एंड ओनली इफ़ जो हमने देखा था, इफ़ एंड ओनली इफ़, या इसका नोटेशन दिस इज द सिंबल, और यू मे राइट दिस, और इन शॉर्ट वी राइट दिस. तो यहाँ P इज वन स्टेटमेंट, Q इज अदर स्टेटमेंट. P इफ एंड ओनली इफ Q इज इक्विवेलेंट टू, आई सेड, P implies Q and Q implies P. There are two sentences written together. See, I can say you like, if I write one statement, uh, x square is equal to 4 if and only if x is equal to plus minus 2. See, this is one statement. Actually, this statement is combination of two statements. You can write in other way. So this statement is same as you write if x square is equal to 4, then x is equal to plus minus 2. So one component is this, and you can write the other part is if x is equal to plus minus 2, then x square is equal to 4. This is the other component. So if and only if actually it is double, this one and this one you combine, so it becomes double implies. Okay, so main thing is truth table. So simply you can remember the rule for truth table. Okay, understood this? These statement and these statement, these two are equivalents. Okay, this and this are equivalent. Okay, so the truth table. So like P is one statement, Q is other, P if and only if Q. The simple rule you can remember for if and only if or double implication is if both the statement are true or both the statement are false. In that case, it is going to be true. Otherwise, in other case, it is going to be false. You can remember in this way. So in if and only if P and Q both are true or both are false, in that case double implication will be true. Other in other cases you can see it will be false. Okay, so I hope it is fine for you now. Okay, now so I think we should solve few problems of 1.2, so it will be clear. Oh, where I came. So this chapter starts with this chapter. Okay, so this is 1.2, in which mainly the thing was statement pattern. You can say combination of two or more statement, and we write in symbols. That symbol is statement pattern. Logical equivalence: two statements are equivalent if they have the same truth table. Tautology: a statement pattern is said to be tautology if the truth value comes is always true. Contradiction: a statement pattern is said to be contradiction if all the truth value is false. And contingency: neither tautology nor contradiction. And based on this you had this exercise, this example. So I think in last class we have started doing this, but we are not done, so we can do this. The main thing is understanding. Okay, main thing is you should understand how to do. So let us solve one problem from this. It will be better for you. So which part do you want me to solve this? I mean, from 1 to 5, 1 we have done. You tell me which part do you want me to solve, so I will solve for you, so that you will understand better, and at home you can do rest of the parts. Just tell me which part you want me to do. Okay, done all. Fine. So those who have done is very good. Okay, fifth one you want, so let us see the fifth one. So in the fifth part, you need three components. Components, I mean three component statement. Okay, or we have three symbols. You can say in the statement we have three symbols, P, Q, R. So we have to make a table like P, Q, R. Okay, and then you first write all the small component, then you keep increasing it to the last one. So like you need not P, you need not P and Q, like this you can do. So you need not P and Q. So this was not P, not P and Q. Then we need, oh, it was not, and it was or. So not P or Q. Okay, this is or, and Q implies R, P implies R. Q implies R, P implies R. Okay, Q implies R, P implies R, and then you can write the bigger part. So this two, Q implies R, and this. So not P or Q, and you have to combine, and Q implies R. Okay, so you have to keep it together. And the last one you can keep as the whole statement, like not P or implies Q implies R, and then, oh no, sorry, it was and this implies, okay, P implies R. This is the last statement. So we want the truth level for this one actually. So for this, we need to separate that in parts, and then we find uh, subsequently. So not P or Q, and Q implies R implies P implies R. Okay. So let us start solving. So first you have to decide how many total combinations will be there. Okay. So there are P, Q, R. So each has two possibility. P can be either true or false. Q can be either true or false. R can be either true or false. P, Q, R are a statement. Simple statement. Okay. P, Q, R are simple statement. So how many possibilities will there? 2 into 2 into 2. There will be 8 possibilities. So P is true, Q is true, R is true. One possibility is this. So let's go for this. So if P is true, Q is true, R is true. So we want not P. Not P is going to be false. So actually in this mode, actually I'm using full screen mode, so I cannot see your chat. So only you can unmute if you want to say something. Okay, so not P is false, not P or Q, not P or Q. So false or true is true, right? Then Q implies R. So Q implies R. Q is true, R is true. True implies true is true. P implies R. So true implies true, again true. Now this not P or Q and Q implies R. You have to take both with AND. So this two you have to consider for that. So true and true is true. And then this one using P implies R. These two you have to combine now. So true implies true is true. Okay. So this you did for this. There are many combinations. Okay, like true, 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 false. Okay, this may be the second one. Then true, false, true, true, false, false. Then maybe false, true, true, false, true, false. Then comes false, false, true, and false, false, false. Okay. So you can consider this as in the case of probability when you toss three coins. So each coin can have either head or tail. Similar like this. Each simple statement has truth value either true or false. So that's the same like HHH. So here is TTT like that. Okay. Yeah. So anyone want to say anything till now? Oh, it's clear to all. That's fine. Now you can do, okay? So I think you can do simply. Not P is going to be like take the opposite. So false. And just keep filling, okay? You know already the rule of and or implies. Just you have to use that and keep filling the table, then you can do, okay? If still you have problem, then you can tell me. Fine. So you can do, okay. Now come to the, so these are the solutions also in the book you can take. See example 2. Using truth tables, prove the following logical equivalence. So actually you have to prove the first statement is equivalent to the second statement. Okay, this first left side one equivalent to the right side one. So just what you do, you make the different truth table for both. Like you can make and then you check both have the same truth table. So okay, tell me one part I will do here. So I think let's start with the first one only. Okay. So it is P and Q, it is saying equivalent to the not of P implies not Q. Okay. So second part you can also do. I know you all can do simply. It is very easy. But for someone, any one of you may be facing problem here. And few of you may not tell your problem. But okay, I can solve. So in a similar way, in second question, first part, or in exercise, you will see the same type of questions. Okay, that's why I'm solving example. We can take question from exercise also, no problem. They will have the same type of questions like examples. So P and Q, P and Q is equivalent to not of P implies not Q. Now you can make the truth table for that. So P is one, Q is other one, and you need P and Q. So first you make P and Q. Like for it, first you make P and Q. So it may be true, true, maybe true, false, maybe false, true, because there are two simple statements, and maybe false, false. Now just check and. So true is true, true and false is false, because in end, if any one of them is false, it will be false. False and true, it is going to be false. False and false going to be false. So end will be true only if both are true. Now let's go for this. So first you go for P implies not Q. So it's better you can take one column as not Q, and then you take P implies not Q, and then you can take the final one, the negation of P implies not Q. Okay. So now not Q. So just you make the opposite of this. So true, false, true, false, true. Okay, and then P implies not Q. Now you see P implies not Q. Okay, P implies not Q. So true implies false. So this is going to be false. This is the only case. In implies, this is the only case of false. Na? So I said you the trick like to remember question is correct, your answer is wrong. So you will not get marks, that's why false. In all other cases, it is going to be true now. So true implies true, true. False implies false is again true. And false implies true is again true. Now you take its negation. So negation, you have to take negation of this one. So false will tell true, true will tell false, true will tell false, true will tell false. Now you just compare both. This is the truth values of this one, and here is the truth value of this one. You have to compare this both. So this one you compare and this one you compare and see the are they equal or are they different. So they are equal. So means truth values in different cases of P and Q and negation of P implies negation Q that are same. It means you can say P and Q is equivalent to negation of P implies negation Q. Both statement are equivalent. Okay. So anything doubt in this part? Okay, very good. So now let us see ahead. So what are next thing? So rest part you can try, okay? If you have doubt, you simply tell me this one is doubt. Again in the third what they are saying, using truth tables, examine whether each of the following statement is tautology or a contradiction or a contingency. So in a similar way, like we did, see at the end, suppose all comes true. So it is simply tautology. If all comes false, then it is contradiction. Like this question you can see P and Q, this has the truth table TFFF. So neither all are true nor all are false, so means this is neither tautology nor contradiction. So this is contingency, P and Q. In fact this one also both are, you can say. So P and Q is contingency because it is neither tautology nor contradiction. Okay, now so you all can do now. So like you can see the example, simply make you understand. So in this case, if you make the table, you will see, okay, all are false at the end. At the end, you see only at the end. So at the end, if you see all are false, so you just see here, okay, at the end, this is a false, 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 means it is contradiction. So you know how to make the truth table. So you can do this type of questions. Just you have to make the truth table in this case. Like in the exercise also, first question they ask you to make the truth table. Second, they ask you to prove the logical equivalence. Like you have to prove both are equivalent. So means you have to prove both have the same truth table. There are two ways to prove two statements are equivalent. Okay, we'll see the rules also. Like you might have seen in the set theory. So we also see the rules. Without truth table, we can also prove two statements are equivalent. In trigonometry, you see now, this is equal to this. So you start with LHS, you solve the RHS, and then you go and see, okay, like in trigonometry, what do you do? Prove that this is equal to this. So here you start with LHS, you keep solving it, and you reach to the RHS. Then you say, okay, both are equal, like you prove it. Both are the same thing. Same here, if we have to prove they are equivalent, there are two ways. One way to make the truth table for both and prove them they have the same truth table. Or the other way is using the rules, like set theoretic rules. Like we'll write the rules and then we'll define. Like Okay, so let me continue, then you will understand. So 1.1, 1.2, we have done this in last class. Okay, so you all can simply, can you all can do this. Okay, so now let me start. So there are three questions. Okay, like based on three examples. So you first solve examples, you will understand, and I know you all understood already. Just you solve examples also, so that you will be confident. Then you solve exercises. Now let me continue with this. Quantifiers, quantified statements, duals, negation of compound statement, converse, inverse, and contrapositive of the implications. So this thing will start. Okay, so first let's start with the okay. So if I do not share, then okay. So let's start with the word quantifier. Okay, so I have to say. So let's start from here. So the topic is what is quantifier. Okay. So what is quantifiers? So you can see screen, everyone. I'm writing. So like connectives, you have seen the connectives. Connectives were and, or, है ना, not, or you can say it was if then, it was if and only if. These were connectives. Quantifier are the two words. One word is there exist, and other word is for all or for every. Okay, so they have the symbol also, like end has the symbol this, or has the symbol this, not has a symbol this, if then has symbol this, and if and only if has symbol this one. Sorry, if then had only one way, not both way. So you had the both way implications. Okay, so this has only one way, if and only have both way implication, double implication. There is has symbol this one, this is a there is, you can imagine. Okay, it's an image of the e, a little bit, not exactly, or you can say yeah. So it's a mirrored image of e, you can say. And for all is the this a, inverted a. So this is a symbol for all. Okay, this is a symbol for there exist, and this is symbol for all. So you are aware of the symbols now. Okay, there exist and for all. So you come across the statements like, so suppose I write a p statement. There exists a natural number which is a prime number simply. Okay, so this is a statement. So you see a word, okay, there exists involved here. So first of all, you also have to check whether it is a true statement or false statement, because statement can be either true or false. So there exists a natural number which is a prime number, I say this. So first of all, you tell me this statement is correct or incorrect, true or false. What is the truth value of this statement? True or false? Okay, true. So since you know there are, this is there exists, just you have to find one. If you get one example of that natural number which is prime number, that's fine. Like 2. 2 is a natural number, that is a prime number. So this statement is correct because it said there exist. Okay. And Q is a statement, like you can say all natural numbers are, all natural numbers are positive. All natural numbers are positive. Okay. So all natural numbers are positive. So Q is a statement all natural numbers are positive. So you see, in other way we can also write it like this. Okay. Other way, Q can be also written as x is more than 0 for all x belongs to n, like this in mathematical sense if you see. Okay. So this for all word you see, or yeah, this all word you see is a quantifier. Okay. So fine, are you getting? There are two words, there exist, and other one is for all. These two are what we call, write in chat what we call there exist and for all. They are called quantifiers. Okay. Yes. Okay. So you know they have a further classification, like there exist is called, this is existential quantifier. So existential quantifier, and for all is called universal quantifier. Universal quantifier. Okay. Existential quantifier and universal quantifier. Okay. So now I will write few statements and you have to decide their truth value. So let us discuss few example. So like let me tell you, set A is 1, 2, 3 up to 6, or let me call it till 7. Okay. And I write the statement, like you say first statement, there exists x belongs to A. So this is a symbol for there exists. Okay. It's a mirror image of E. So there exists x belongs to A such that x minus 4 is equal to 3. So tell me its truth value, true or false. There exists x belongs to A such that x minus 4 is 3. It is true or false. You can write in chat also, or you can unmute. Question you have seen. There exists x belongs to set A such that x minus 4 is equal to 3. A set is containing 1, 2, 3 up to 7. All of you must answer, okay? So whatever you feel, true, false, you are right in. Everyone. Okay, what about others? So who have not written? Nitin, are you here? Neil, Arya. So be here. I mean, okay. So there exists x belongs to A such that x minus 4 is 3. That is same as x is equal to 7. Okay. That is same as x is equal to 7. So it is true. 7 is there. That statement is true. Okay. Second, I write for all x belongs to A, x minus 4 is equal to 3. Is it true or false? For all x belongs to A, x minus 4 is equal to 3. So second statement is true or false? So you just read carefully. It is saying for all. I mean for all x, x minus 4 is 3. So you check for 1, like you place x is equal to 1. So 1 minus 4 is 3. No, it's a minus 3. So 1 will not satisfy. So that's why it is saying for all. Then this statement will be false. First one was there exists. There exists. If anyone satisfy, that's fine. In for all of them should satisfy. Okay, let me write the new question. Okay, let me write a third part. For all x belongs to A, x plus 1 is more than equal to, let me say 3. For all x belongs to A, x plus 1 is more than equal to 3. Okay, false. So for all x belongs to a, x plus 1 is more than equal to 3. So like you take x is equal to 1, 2 is more than equal to 3, no. So again 1 do not satisfy this. So that's why it is false. Okay, so very good, you all are understanding. Like in 4, if I say there exists x belongs to a such that x plus 1 is more than equal to 3. Now tell me, there exists x belongs to a such that x plus 1 is more than equal to 3. True? Okay. So this is true because there exists. So you get 1, like you take 7 or 6, so that will satisfy. Okay. So you all can decide, okay? Like, okay, one more, let me write. Fifth one. There exists x belongs to a such that x plus 1 is more than 10 or more than equal to 10. This is true or false? There exists x belongs to a such that x plus 1 is more than equal to 10. False? Okay. So yeah, it said there exist, but you will see there is no one like that. Okay. So no one will satisfy that x plus 1 is more than equal to 10. So that's why it is false. Okay, very good. So you all understood. Now, so this was just quantifiers. Okay, there are two quantifiers. There exist and for all, and you can check the truth table for them or true false for them. Okay, in given statement. Now there is a word called dual, dual of a statement, dual of a statement. So like there is a statement like which contains, say, suppose, so suppose a statement P contains, okay. So suppose there is a statement which contains letters, which contains, you can say, logical connectives, this and, or you can say and letters, C or T. So C means contradiction, T means tautology. So you have seen T means tautology, means it has always truth value T, tautology, or C means contradiction. So we'll use small c, that means contradiction. Contradiction means its truth value is always false in all the cases. Okay, so suppose a sentence statement contains symbol and or truth ct or some of them, no problem. Then its dual will be dual of statement P will be new sentence A new statement obtained by interchanging interchanging this end by or by and, c by t and t by c. Just you have to interchange. If you have and, you replace it by or. If you have or, replace it by and. If you have c, replaces by t. If you have t, replaces by c. Okay, you interchange these both and interchange these two. So the new statement you will get, that will be the dual. Okay, so for example, let me write for you. For example, suppose statement is statement, simple statement I write first. Okay, statement is p and q. Okay, so what will be dual of this statement p and q? So P or Q, fine, correct. So P or Q, you just interchange and and or. Second part, let me call it will be P and Q. Suppose or C intersection T. Okay, like this. Okay. So what you will do? What will be the dual? So just we have to write the dual. Okay. So you can write. I think you see and write in a chat. So what is dual of this statement? Okay, written. Uh, yes, I think correct. So let me write here. So the rule is simple, interchange and or. So P as it is, this is and, you write it or Q. This is or, you write and. C replaced by T, and replaced by or, T replaced by C. Okay, you interchange. In place of P, you write P. In place of, you don't change P and Q, just you have to change a symbol. So this and will be or will be and will be or, C will be T, T will be C. So PQ don't have to do anything. Just you remember C and T. C is a contradiction tautology. Fine. Let me write one more example. So for the third statement, if I write, so like if I write P and Q or R. So write the dual of this. P and Q or R. Okay, I'm writing P and Q or R. So write the dual of this statement. What is the dual of this statement? Dual is what? P or Q and R. Okay, so P is end, so end, this end will be replaced by or, Q and this or will be replaced by and. Okay, R as it is. So simple, so you got it. Write the fourth part. So the fourth part is P or C intersection, I mean and T or negation Q. So P or C and T or negation Q. So got it? You just write the do all of this. Okay, so P and T or C and not Q. So or and why R and I was taken something P or C and so like you both have the different answers. So some of you and a few of you are different from the others. So you see, you remember. So why you are doing mistake? So P will be same, no problem. This is called or. This is like union. You can remember. Okay, this is like union. Union means or. Intersection means and. Okay, so the symbol like this we call and. So this is union type or. So you will be and. C will be T. Okay, C means contradiction, T means tautology. C and T you have to interchange. This is and you have to write or. T you have to write C. Or will be and. Negation Q as it is. Are you getting? Everyone got the point? Just you have to interchange and or. You have to interchange C and T. Just you interchange. Okay. This meaning is interchange. Interchange. You just interchange. Okay. Okay, so today actually we mainly discussed quantifier and this dual of a statement. Okay, then we revise the questions. And in coming classes, I have to do negation of compound statement, negation of compound statements, statements. Okay, negation of this, negation of negation, negation of and, negation of or, negation of if then, negation of double implies, and then we have to see converse, inverse and contrapositive of a statement. Okay, converse, inverse and contrapositive. So do you have time or you have class from 6? Do you have class from 6 or not? Okay, okay. So, okay, in the next class, I will start negation of the compound statement. You have seen negation of simple statement like Delhi is the capital of India. So negation will be Delhi is not the capital of India. This is the negation of simple statement. But in next class, I will discuss negation of compound statement. Okay. So two statement are combined together by and or something. We call compound statement, and then we discuss negation of that. Okay. So negation. Then we'll see converse, inverse, contrapositive. So there are five exercises, okay, and in this book, and we have done only two, and we are doing three. Third, we are doing. So I will again request those who have not finished 1.2, you finish 1.2 with examples. Example exercise 1.1, 1.2, and three you can also try, like the problems based on this dual quantifiers you can do. Okay. Okay, then we'll meet in the next class. Okay, thank you everyone, and if you have doubt, you can ask now also. Okay, otherwise join next class. Okay, thank you. Okay, thank you everyone. Bye.